Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video we are going to see about adhesive capsulitis, that is frozen shoulder. In this video we are going to see about the definition, causes, pathomechanics, symptoms, physical examination, and finally treatment. Definition: adhesive capsulitis or frozen shoulder is a condition in which characterized by the stiffness and pain in the shoulder joint, particularly in the glenohumeral joint. More commonly, it will affect the woman under 40 years to 70 years. Other than that, it will affect the diabetic and stroke patients. Also affect the immobilized patient. Cause: there are two types of causes, namely primary cause and secondary cause. Under primary cause, the first one is idiopathic in nature. Second one is neck pain. Due to the improper movements under the shoulder joint, it can result in the less range of motion. Secondary cause. According to the secondary cause, any past injury, past fractures with long time immobilizations can lead to frozen shoulder. Commonly, it will affect the diabetic and stroke patients. As far as diabetic patients are concerned, there will be limitations under active and passive range of motion at glenohumeral joint. Pathomechanics. According to pathomechanics, in shoulder joint capsule there is a fluid called as synovial fluid. Inflammation occurs in the synovial fluid and then it leads to fibrosis. Due to adhesiveness, there will be no range of motion. It will be very tough to perform external rotation, shoulder flexion and shoulder abduction. Symptoms: there are about 3 phases, namely phase 1, phase 2 and phase 3. Phase 1 is also known as freezing phase and it is the most painful phase. It occurs after the injury in between 2 to 9 months. Pain occurs during work and night time. Hence, this phase is called as the most painful phase. Phase 2 is otherwise called as adhesive or frozen phase. There will be decrease in pain and increase in stiffness. In this phase only, fibrosis leads to adhesiveness. There will be restrictions in the range of motion, but there will be no movement in any plane. This phase occurs during 4 to 12 months. Affected movements are external rotation, shoulder flexion and shoulder abduction. Phase 3. Phase 3 is also known as thawing phase. Pain gradually decreases in this phase, but limitations in the range of motion occurs. This phase occurs in between 12 months to 24 months. Physical examination. In the physical examination, we should check the range of motion, active range of motion and passive range of motion. In passive range of motion, due to stiffness, they can't perform, since atrophy of deltoid and scapular muscles occur. In physical examination, the next one is visual analog scale. In this phase, patients they themselves should rank their pain intensity. For example, if the pain is more, it's about 7 to 10 marks and it's less, 1 to 5 marks. Treatment. In the initial stage, the patient should take some rest. If the patient is diabetic, should check their sugar levels. If needed, we can also refer for nutritional advice. Treatment protocol. For pain relief, we can give shortwave diathermy, wax therapy, hot packs with stretching exercises. Also, active end range of motion exercises, deep friction massage with graded mobilization. Codman's pendular exercises and Mariner's wheel. Once the normal range of motion is almost regained, can continue with graded strengthening exercises for shoulder muscles, especially deltoid and scapula.